Welcome to Triple Threat Gaming. If you're someone struggling to achieve a high FPS on your PC playing Call of Duty, well, look no further. I have you covered. Running low FPS can be super frustrating. So frustrating that you've thought of throwing your controller through your monitor. Okay, not quite to that extent. But what if I told you there are settings you can tweak in Call of Duty that can help you go from 90 frames per second to over 180 frames per second? Yep, you heard that right. Alright, let's get into it. Go to the top right into settings and go down to graphics. You'll notice that there's three tabs at the top. You have display, quality, and view. I'm going to walk you through all three settings that I've found beneficial to help increase my frames per second. So the first thing we're going to go into is display. So your display mode, you want this on full screen exclusive. Display monitor, you're selecting the monitor you're using. Display adapter, again, you need to be selecting your graphics card. So screen refresh rate. So one you want to select is you want to look at your monitor and see what your monitor refresh rate is. Mine that I'm running with is a 144, so I'm going to select 144. Display resolution, you want to put this to 1920 by 1080. Dynamic resolution, you want this on. And then for frame rate target, you want this set to max at 300. Aspect ratio, you want this set to automatic. VSync gameplay, you want this set to off. VSync menus, you want this off. Custom frame limit, you want this set to custom. Gameplay custom frame rate limit, set this to max at 300. Menu custom frame rate limit, you want to set this to 90. Out of focus, set this to 30. And then the echo mode, you want off. And then we're going to go into the quality side. So quality presets, you want this set to custom. Render resolution, you want this at 100. Upscaling and sharpening, you're going to select Fidelity FX CAS. And then you want the strength to be set to 75. Anti-aliasing, you want Filmic SMAA 2TX. And then anti-aliasing quality, you want to select normal. Video memory scale, you want this to max at 90. Texture resolution set to normal. Texture filter, high. Nearby level of detail, low. Distance level of detail, high. Clutter draw distance, short. Particle quality, high. Particle quality level, low. Bullet impacts, on. Persistent damage layers, on. Shader quality, medium. Tessellation, off. On-demand texture streaming, on. And then the cache size, you want to set this to 32. Download limits, you want that off. Streaming quality, we want that low. Volumetric quality, low. Deferred physics quality, low. Water quality, you want to set this to wave wetness. Shadow map resolution, low. Screen space shadows, high. Spot shadow quality, low. Spot cache, low. Particle lighting, low. Ambient, off. Screen space reflections, off. Static reflection quality, low. Weather grid, you want this off. Depth of field, off. World motion blur, off. Weapon motion blur, off. Film grain, you want this set to 0. So for view, field of view, I like mine at 118. Honestly, this comes down to a preference. A lot of people run at max at 120. ADS field of view, you want this selected to affected. Weapon field of view, wide. Third person, you want this set to 80. The vehicle set to default. First person camera movement, you want this to least. Third person, you want least. Third person ADS, you want to set this to third person ADS. Default spectator camera, you want to select helmet camera. Alright guys, now that we've had our settings, let's go into the benchmark testing and I'll show you how to get into that if you're not familiar. You want to go down to multiplayer. You're going to go all the way down to the bottom. And then to the right, you're going to see benchmark. We're going to select benchmark. And then we're going to hit start. And then guys, I'm going to speed up the video on this just till the end. And we'll see what our frames per second is. And there you have it. By applying these simple changes in your graphics settings, I average 180 frames per second.